Every game gets you. Might be crazy stuff for some good advice. Okay.
I think they jump one. I feel like eBay is the best thing.
Oh shit, the elevator. I was trying to float around it. I know, I almost put you for it too.
I feel like the hardest thing is like when you know you have it,
Yeah.
you just gotta like replace it with something else.
It's good to recognize it though. That's definitely one of the biggest first steps. You was holding out on that. Patience on the ledge.
Thank you.
You jumped once, I was gonna kill you.
I think I've been messing up bars a little bit. Any. Legion. Alien. When you get my minecart, I'm not like reacting like, oh, you're in the minecart. Like, follow up, let me like run away.
Yeah. I would just think of it like let your minecart close the space for you. So it's like you could throw it out and then kind of run with it. Because I either have to respect it or directly challenge you. Yeah, Peachy Chantan is crazy. So if I challenge it and you run towards me, you'll at least be in the range to whiff punish it. Because like think of it like in the situation in the corner, right? If you throw out a cart and don't move behind it, and I challenge it, you're still just in the corner.
Yeah, that's in the corner, which is
and
not good.
Nothing has really changed besides you burning a resource. If you throw out the cart and run with it, or if you throw out the cart, and I respect it and run back, you're still in the corner. But it's like use the cart to like clear up some space for you because it's so strong and because I'm like always trying to play around it. It'll sometimes leave me open for what you want to do after it, and it'll leave you closer to my like physical body to be able to punish me.
It seems like that's why minecarts are good in the corners. Like you do it, they have to like challenge or respect it, and then you get more stage.
The way like Camel Cat would play is like she would like cart on stage to cover low. So I was kind of forced with like a puzzle that was like, okay, am I gonna break it? Am I gonna challenge it? Am I gonna jump over it?
And then
but she was already there jumping and fairing, so that it kind of like cut off one of the avenues, and that was like her prediction on trying to hit me. It's like, okay, I think you're gonna jump over it. Here's what I'm gonna do to make sure you don't jump over it for free. And you could keep mixing that up. So like you could like throw the car and be like, okay, I'm gonna fake the jump, let you swing, and then whip punish.
And like another thing, like a classic is you would try like roll like in, and then that's the anvil.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like I think a lot of times you throw out the cart and kind of see what it does first. You're like, okay, let me see if this hits. Let me see if he jumps back. And you're still pretty far away. So even if it does hit, you're not like getting all the confirms you can be when it catches me.
It's like summarize. It's like when you do mind call it like follow it. Just try to like see, like try to condition.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like there's no reason to mind call it and then like be able to get anything off and wasted iron.
Yeah, you can think of it like a Link boomerang, right? It's like he throws out the boomerang and then he sees how you react, but a lot of times he wants to be close to the boomerang because if the boomerang does hit you, he needs to be there to confirm it. So cart is the same thing. You could throw out the cart, you could see how I'm reacting, but you still need to be close enough to where if it does hit, you need to like snap on it and instantly react.
Right. Got it. Okay. Great to have so much like Timon.
Yeah.
This game.
I want you to jump.
That's like, do you have like a shield break move? Or like a move that's like...
My side B is pretty strong, but it's pretty, like, dodgeable. Other than that, my back air kinda... Oh, my bad. Gain information off my card just because you don't necessarily get something big off it doesn't mean it's big. Yeah, I totally agree.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, I think all 3 stocks of that game, I hit you for doing like short hops here in the corner. You're trying to use minecart as like a banish tool to get out. While it is a really strong tool, and you should be running to chase it, just knowing that information, a lot of times I'm going to be trying to counter it and swing at that space. So, a high percent's like, don't try to fight your way out the corner. I'm taking a lot of stocks for it because you're trying to like jump, you're trying to like go high.
Like jump there or...
Yeah, and it's like, typically like, what I like to do is I like to just stand in the corner and play around their whiff range, like especially for a character. I think we both have the same like burst range, at least close to our body. How different and how strong our areas are, that's different, but if I'm like over here, I'm not gonna be any threat to you right on the ledge until I run at you. So like if you're on the corner and you're right on the corner, and I'm right here, the only way I'm gonna hit you is by doing the jump forward
or dash attack.
Or dash attack.
Oh, side B.
It's too reactable. If I'm hitting you with side beats because I'm catching you dashing. But what I'm saying is that like the only way you're gonna die is by doing like these short hops in the corner and like trying to guess your way out the corner. Try to be more calculated with the way you get out the corner. It's like you want them to slip up, or you want to try to walk your way out the corner, or like reverse up tilt's a really good way to get out the corner with Steve. But short hop, especially with like Steve's like bad aerials and not bad areas, but like very stubby aerials, like you're just gonna be losing to a lot of like swords or people swinging at that corner.
I think a lot of times I tried to do like a pharaoh and you just beat me out.
Yeah, or a lot of times you'll like put a block right here and then try to jump back on stage with something, but it's like I don't even have to really think about it, and it's very safe for me to just do that.
Yeah.
But it's not very safe on return, so it's like shield in the corner. And I do that, that like little sequence where after the fair...
Maybe I could like roll it.
No, you could just contest me directly, so it's like shield. And if I whip that, just go hit me right away. It is not that safe, but it's going to work. Just literally do nothing at times because you're... Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's just wait. And that's why I feel like at ledge, I'm trying to just like... I have to get off ledge eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I can like stall.
But it's like...
Wait again.
Don't give them the jump in the corner because it's like one of the only ways you're gonna die in that corner. Unless I find like some other really hard read. But it's like you could wait for that option, and if I don't give you that option, eventually I'm gonna give you space. Like eventually instead of fairing, like I could fake the fair all I want, but I still have to react to your burst, right? Because you have iron. So it's like, then I'm gonna start standing over here. And now look at how much more breathing
and now I have the switch, and then I can make the wall and fight you. Oh.
You don't even have to make a wall. Like you could just think of it like I have breathing room now. I could walk a little bit more. I have the option of roll in, roll out. I have the option of like jump over him. Like in the reverse situation when I'm here, and I see you like right next to me, get like right here. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, or I'm gonna do stuff that's very safe because I don't want to die. That's a really good position. But when you're back here. I have all the breathing room in the world. I could fake my jump.
I can't hit you. Maybe I could do like a minecart, but like that's you could roll, you could like wait out ledge.
Yeah, and like I personally love crouching in the corner because it makes your hitbox smaller. And if you do mess up and they hit you, you get the crouch cancel like knockback reduction.
I remember this Luigi 2 years ago. Guy at Collision. He told me like crouching like he was good.
Yeah. Like anywhere like here to center plat is very good.
Also, I can like do like a crouch walk. So.
I didn't even know you had a crouch walk, but yeah, it's like, well, I feel like the last thing you want to do is be trying to find a jump right out the corner when I'm like right here. It's just too easy for me to get a kill, and same goes for like 90% of characters in the game.
Alright, so right here, try not to.
Yeah, like you gotta be really aware of my position right here in the corner. If I'm back here. You jump all you want.
I can like...
Yeah.
I can like... Also, I feel like another thing is... I always have a lot of trouble like covering this, like jump air dodge.
It's an option, but when I'm this far, you could kind of just like...
I can just neutral get up.
You could just like jump around, but like... When I'm this far, you basically have time to react to what I want to do. So there's no perfect option for you to get off ledge or get off the corner. But this is so much more breathing room and so much more movement for you to move than right here. right here,
like
you can't
here-
really afford a mistake.
No, and especially against Peach's ledge trap.
Exactly. So it's like, try to pay attention to where I am here in the corner, and I think, and just like, try not to short hop if I'm anywhere from here to center plat, because at any time I could pretty much like unreactable burst aerial you, and especially at high percents, it's either gonna hit, start a combo, or just put you in a really bad
And
spot.
also, do you know how fast your fair is, by chance?
14, 15, it's not very fast.
Gotcha. But very powerful.
It's not very fast, but it's still unreactable. So it's like, if I'm that close and I just happen to throw out the fair and you happen to jump, it's just kind of like a rock paper scissors situation. I just went there.
Gotcha. Yeah, but I do want to like get better at getting off ledge and just ledge trapping. I feel like if I can like, understand like what's good and what's,
Yeah,
I think that can make my ledge trapping.
yeah. I feel like it would help if you start thinking of it less as like what moves to throw out and more about what positions to play.
Whereas you can be hero, like there's a classic of like grabbing like hero,
Yeah, it's risky, but it's an option.
and I feel like I just try to cheat. Because like if I do a wall hero, then they have to do something.
Yeah, I mean, putting a wall there, like even if you mess up, you get like a get out of jail free card per se, just because you get like hit up on the wall.
Right.
But it's like, you just have to be really aware. And I was talking to Khan about this too, because he's been playing Sheik, and Sheik is really big on ledge trapping. But it's like, you have to know the difference between being here and like really close boxing range, and here, where it's a much more relaxed hold, where I'm not gonna threaten you directly until I jump at you.
Right. And also that's why Steve's like lining hero, because
Yeah.
they're just, I mean, they're getting like they're getting an advantage, but they're just waiting for Steve to do what you do on the corner.
Exactly, but it's like, in my opinion, like a very relaxed corner hold. Like, you mine here to bait them to try to burst or hit you, and if they try to jump, you react and just swing the back air, or not even react, you preempt with back air. Or if they try to dash attack, you shield up smash or
Yeah,
shield
up smash.
whatever. But I think Steve benefits more from a relaxed hold, like playing
Yeah,
here.
I feel like a lot of Steves I've been watching, they just kind of show here, back airs.
Yeah, but there's always times to play up close, and there's always times to play up far.
like I was like Steve has like a bunch of setups, like
Yeah, and you have like a crazy auto cancel backer. So it's like, you use both those options.
okay, I'm gonna try to like pick more of that when I'm playing.
Yeah.
And I think just I can just go in train mode and just try like see like how like the CPU do like some options, see what I can like.
Yeah, I'd actually think it'd be really easy to find wrong solutions in VOD reviewing. Like, I'm sure if I pulled up like an Onin or a Nikola VOD, you would see how big it is to play this range. Like, how much they're like very consciously positioning for it, what kind of options they're throwing out, how are they finding their hits, and I think I mean, I've never really like VOD reviewed Steve, but I can
Right.
imagine that it's a really big part of his game plan. On both ends, like not getting hit out the corner because you have like a bad jump and stubby aerials, and keeping people in the corner because you have very strong like center stage control tools.
Okay, gotcha. And for me, like I definitely try like again like since it's on stream, I'm just gonna like write everything down and just like
Yeah.
try to like decompress it for myself.
Yeah, and it'll be easy to notice it more in videos now that you've like thought about it a little bit more.
Honestly, how you can do this with like any character, not just like Stephen Peach. It's like any.
Like this amount.
Right.
Right.
Can see like, that,
Yeah, so now you see how like far I'm playing?
Yeah.
When I'm playing that far, or when anybody's playing that far, it's because they want to whip punish you for trying to fight out the corner. But when I'm playing this close, it's because I want to hit you, and I want to land that hit, and I'm kind of putting my life at risk to get that hit.
Right. And you only at 60%, so it's not much, but a lot more risk for me. And then like.
like that much. It was very hard for me to react and got a good reverse off the corner.
Right. And since I did on the ground, like you know, you can't like low profile it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're at that range, you catch my jump.
Yeah. And it's very hard to like process that real time. But like, cause there I switched from far to close, and I like switched between them, but it's just something you have to like pick up on throughout the set. I like how you didn't try to
Yep.
fight your way that hard.
Just slowly get stage, take your time.
Like there, that up B over ledge is what I'd consider, like, even though it's not necessarily fighting to hit me, it's what I'd consider like panicking or scrambling out of ledge. It's like that back air that I placed wasn't even to try to hit you, it was just to like cover that space. It's like, okay, if you're gonna try to jump and fly over me, this back air will cover the stage for me. So it's like there you just gotta be really careful, because that was pretty much the only only way you could have died there was by trying to scramble and the way I like to put it is like skip disadvantage.
It's good, yeah.
It's like be comfortable taking your time. It's much better to take the turn up as opposed to like the back air
fail
and like be comfortable mixing up your time too.
like my coach was saying like this is step in disadvantage. I don't like it's like being off stage, being the Kono, and then like being hit, being like off stage and then Kono. But it's just gonna simplify it. That was good.
But you see how there, like, it was a pretty good situation for you. Like, you had the wall set up, you
Yep.
had iron,
Yeah, Kono.
and my thought plan there is like, I'm just not gonna interact until that wall starts fading, or you come down and swing, which both happens at the same time. So it's like, you kind of gave up your strong position to try to hit me, and then let me get out in return. That was just a lucky 4 hit.
Dude. So wait, I wasn't trying to hit you, I was trying to just hit.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to try to burst out that corner. You even see the minecart because of the ghost sign.
No, I feel like sometimes it's just like just watching anyone see if it's good to start. That's not the cool with Trump. I don't want to see.
What's up?
Like you did this down throw, but it's Trump like interrupted.
Yeah. If I time it right, confirm to another hit. It was a risky air dodge. It worked, but that was a very risky air dodge. If I read it right, could have gotten a lot of damage for it. There, I see that you're pretty far away from me, so I know I have the breathing room to jump. Here, I'm pretty close to you, so you know that you shouldn't jump. Take your time.
And I jumped.
And then you didn't jump off the corner, yeah. I think you did a good job of waiting on the ledge at first.
I like it.
That was a good chase up your minecart.
Thank you. Minus 37.
React. I can tell you're pretty consciously looking at where I was on the ledge.
Yes, I mean, I feel like when you simplified it, it's like, here, I'm trying to hit you, here, I'm trying to see what you do. That, it's so simple, but, like, I feel like that just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and of course that definition will change character to character.
Oh,
I mean, like
100%.
Sephiroth,
Sephiroth, yeah.
covers the whole distance.
Yes, and I've actually been having a lot of, like, issues with Sephiroth lately.
Mhm.
So that's a character that I'm gonna have to, like, think a little bit differently, but a lot of characters have to follow that rule.
Mhm.
But I feel like with Sephiroth, a big thing I'm learning about him is, like, his dash shield. Make him with space something, and that's when you can, like, get close.
Yeah.
And, like, you know,
I really like to suffocate Sephiroth. So that matchup ends up becoming like an advantage game. It's like, how well can I force you to keep jumping? Stuff like that. Great idea of like taking your time, especially when I was close. It's just I knew when you got the soft hit, you would want to be aggressive again. Yeah, you heard Seth.
yes. Oh.